Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Total Annihilation Replays. Today, I have an extra special, very, very large 4 versus 4 escalation game for you today. Played between one team and another team, and I will go through and introduce the other players. But before I introduce the players in our game today, I want to welcome Wingflier back. He is going to be casting with me here today. And so Wingflier, say hi to the folks and let us know the updates to your channel, because I know you've been some stuff has happened.
Yeah, hello everybody. I'm very excited to be here with Postal to cast this awesome game. It's a 4v4 for Escalation, and I think it's going to be a really good one. I have recently changed the name of my channel to Total Annihilation Cast, and the reason I did that is because I have kind of branched out to some other games in the TA universe, like FAF and BA. But anyways, it's so exciting to have a co-caster. I think this game's going to be awesome. I think you guys are all going to really enjoy it. And yeah, I'm excited to get into it, man.
Sweet. So it looks like the standard build here. So the other announcement, too, that's pretty big here is this game is being played on Escalation 991. So this is a release that just came out on April 1st. So this is an update. And now I'm not up and up on all of the changes. I haven't played too much Escalation lately, in part because I am I'm so tired of Game Ranger. It's awful. It's the worst. And these guys all play on Game Ranger, and I can't stand it. So everyone in this game, Frank, Wotan, actually Wotan's really good. I've seen him on TAF, so and he's been promoting it. So pretty much it's everybody else's fault. You all should get on TAF. It is way better than Game Ranger, unless you guys love ads so much and having the game randomly drop from time to time. You guys should join us on Game Ranger. I mean, join us on TAF. So
no, I completely agree. I think we all need to move to TA Forever client. It's a client specifically designed for Total Annihilation games. And it has all kinds of crazy, unique features. You got replays. You can download the maps straight through the client. You can watch games as they're in progress. There's matchmaking. There's
an
built-in
active ladder. It's so easy to use. There's just no excuse.
It's really come on, guys, move. Like Game Ranger is not even going to be a thing in 5 years. Like let's just. Just skip the process of the Game Ranger servers dying. We'll all get to TAF now, and everyone will be happy.
So especially me.
Especially.
it's all about me, guys. On the left, in the purple, we have Walker 92. I'm actually not familiar with him at all. And we have Pulsar in the pink. We have one Ivanka Trump. Playing in the brown.
I didn't know Ivanka Trump was playing Escalation.
I didn't know she played Escalation either.
Wow.
My gut tells me that this is probably Die Hot.
He wouldn't lie. No, that's actually Ivanka Trump, I think.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's Die Hot of the PL clan. Walker is griping at somebody Die Hat from stealing trees. I'm just going to keep saying Die Hat, and one of you guys in the comments will have to correct me if it's not. And then here we have F Troop. I'm not familiar with him either, but so far pretty standard builds from everybody. On the right side team right here, we have Maverick. Rep in red, we have Fez, who I expect great things from. He's already bringing out a nice Weasel Rush here. And we have a recent addition to the Polish clan, as well as the TRP clan, Wotan. Wotan
flexing his clan tags.
I know, right there. I had no idea. I had no idea he was Polish. Him and Die Hat are apparently clanmates now. And then on the right we've got Frank, aka No Rules. Who is playing his core here. So a nice mix of arm and core on both sides. This map is actually pretty interesting. They've got these sweet metal spots right here, and this is really what Fez is covering from. You can see how all the players just kind of started in this straight line, and they're building down these lanes right here. And there's also C. So Pulsar says it's a waste for 2 players going C. Based on this narrow lane, I probably would agree with that. you know, Fez definitely coming away, picking up 2 cons right there. That's definitely a plus for him right there. Really good use of those weasels.
No, for sure. That's a nice early harassment, and of course, in these 4v4 games, you know, losing a constructor early isn't quite the devastating blow that it would be in a 1v1, because you do have other teammates to kind of make up for your mistake. But certainly any early harassment like that will give your team a lead. So great job by Fez. He is just
picks up another con right here, picking up F troop. Fez just doing lots of work. It looks like Maverick has also sent in some raids of his own, picking up Fez also picking up some metal extractors.
Yeah, just a lot of early harassment by Fez, and he has some weasels in the bottom left as well. But
okay, you know, it looks like F Troop is actually Boogeyman, his book, according to Pulsar. So here's how we figure this out. It's the other thing about Game Ranger, people just changing their name all the time. My goodness.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard. It seems harder to do in TAF.
Maybe that's why people just want to you know, they want to keep playing games with Ivanka Trump and F Troop rather than Die Hat and Boogeyman.
No, that's a fair assessment.
You can also see in the middle here, there's these metal patches right here, and then the sea has got loads of resources in it too. So I actually don't know what title is. Let's go ahead and drop it out there, and we'll see. So this is a long game.
Some early aggression at the bottom.
Definitely lots of pressure from the right side. Left side just kind of playing defense here. Going heavy cons in these 4v4 games. That's something I like to do, especially if you want to be the one who's like carrying the game later on, because you can really just try and accelerate your economy. But if the other side gets aggressive, it looks like, you know, you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of these really great metal patches right here.
Right.
And it looks like the right team is just going to be taking him.
No, that's a good point. And on maps like these, this is also true on Hell on Earth. These metal patches give a lot of income, and whichever team can hold that position and get that metal income can typically get a pretty big resource advantage throughout the game. So
Walker
pretty important.
Walker 92, he's got a decent-sized army. This might actually be enough to go ahead and finally secure that middle for the left side. I'm going to go ahead and up the speed a little bit right here, because this is quite the epic battle right here. You can see now the left side here, Pulsar, he's actually doing some raiding in C. Frank is the one who's taking C on this side, and he doesn't have enough to stop those skeets from wiping out. And title here is a 24. That is a very nice title. Frank's got a sub.
Oh, wow. Yeah, 24 is massive. That's a huge amount of energy. Yeah.
So here we go. We got the Vikings. These are kind of like in Escalation. These are the not quite Squeedy components. They're pretty expensive. They're kind of like sea storms. If I had to give them like an OTA equivalent, they're like storms for the sea.
No, it's like an intermediary phase between skeeters, like scouts, and destroyers. You know, it's kind of. Of course, I don't think they have any submarine attack, so they only can attack things on the land, but
yeah, that's correct.
Or on the sea, rather, on the surface of the water.
Fez
but at the bottom left, some flashes moving through.
Fez giving some direction to Wotan, who cleans up that metal spot. Lots of LLTs right here. That's going to defend that one. Frank says he's all good.
Yeah, Walker building a ton of LLTs. I don't know if I agree with how he structured them all in one clump there, but whatever.
It worked. It pushed Wotan
it did
back.
It worked. So who cares?
Yeah. So this is the thing with going heavy raiding like the right side did. As you can see, they don't really have the build power down in the middle yet. So while they controlled that territory, they didn't have the building to make anything out of it.
Yeah, Brown getting in there a little bit with his D gun.
I said I'm just gonna say Die Hard at this point, or Ivanka. Crazy with the D gun. Yeah.
Being very aggressive, you know. It is her political style, and I mean, excuse me, she. I don't want to mislead her. But yeah, she's getting in there, and let's see how much.
Maverick says kill the comm. It's almost dead. Let's see if we.
It's actually at about half health.
Yep, half health right there. Yeah. So, might be a bit of a mistake to try and push everything against the comm. Lots of LLTs here put up by Wotan to try and cover and protect this metal extractor.
Yeah, a lot of defense being placed by both sides, and
slow us down so we can try and keep up with some of the action here. So here we have a Corsair. This is like an anti-air, anti-sub ship. So it's got depth charges, it's got missiles, and here we have. Now these guys I think are T1 Air, right? These are some depth charge gunships.
Yes, it's like gunships for the sea. They're completely useless against land, but in the water.
Mm-hmm. Wow, they absolutely. Are these things expensive?
They're somewhat expensive, but it's not too bad. Some people have claimed that they're OP. I mean, I guess that just depends. You definitely need air defense for them. The fighter screen.
That Viking raid, and then these suckers aren't gonna. These enforcers aren't gonna make it either. These are Zephyrs put up by Pulsar out of his T1 Air right there.
Yeah, these Zephyrs are pretty impressive, and they're taking a little bit of time.
Doing the unit control right here rather than hitting attack and letting them try and lag behind on the speed. You can see how he's just trying to stay in front of him so he can sink these ships.
But it's actually pretty amazing. Nobody on the East team has gone air at all, and so they're in this situation where they have no fighters to stop this harassment, and that's a bit unfortunate. In these big team games, it's usually given that at least one player will go air early on.
Here we go. We have some Corsairs.
Nice battle at the bottom.
Yeah, Fez is directing his team to take mid. Here's the raid going up there. Frank Rules putting out his advanced C right there, trying to tech up. We have some T2 K-bots by Daihat in the middle here. T2 K-bots by Walker. I'm not seeing much by way of T2 economy just yet, although I anticipate they're going to translate this into some T2 cons. Pyro's coming out here. Got some levelers by Boogie.
Pyros are pretty impressive, especially at early T2 stage. They can catch your opponent off guard, and they're fast. They do a lot of damage. Certainly a threat at a certain stage of the game, but they do kind of fall off pretty quick, especially in these big team games. So we'll have to see how much you can get done with Pyros.
Yeah,
but,
again, right here, just no capitalization on the territory there. Bulldog coming out by Wotan, so Wotan's already T2. He's got it closer to the front. He's building a slingshot. That's the used to be T3, now it's T2. Really long-range anti-air, so it helps cover a lot of territory. Really fast and accurate missile. You see Frank's got plenty of anti-air right back here. I know it's pretty common in these big team games for somebody just to crank out a ton of bombers. Rules once again coming in with his Navy. This time he's got the Corsairs with it. They quickly shred those gunships.
Yeah, he's got enough anti-air at this point. The Corsairs are actually pretty impressive against air for a T1 unit, and if you have enough of them, they're quite scary. So yeah, this is a much stronger attack than before.
So we got multiple attacks going on here. We have Frank coming through here, pushing up on the top side, pushing against Boogie, and then we have this big push by Daihat, aka Ivanka Trump.
Yeah, definitely action happening in multiple fronts. Action in the sea at the top left, and action at the bottom right, on the ground.
I'll try and track both of these as they're going here.
Yeah.
Boogeyman definitely not in good shape right here. His commander in the water with multiple enforcers with guns on it and depth charges.
Oh. Yeah, he's got to be careful. Those destroyers can kill commanders really quickly, and you think he's gonna live here?
You know what? Who knows? half health.
gonna
It
be
looks like
close.
it looks like he's gonna be able to get away here. Oh man.
Oh, he's so low. Oh my
He
god.
says Boog is dead.
Oh my god. That's so crazy.
There he goes. Oh man, there, 1-2.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, he's like,
I can't
oh,
believe
there
it
he
either.
goes. There he goes.
Yeah.
All right.
He,
Pulsar says nano windmills, and Boogie goes out and says bye. Excellent play by Frank to take out one of his C opponents. Wotan says
he
nice.
barely got him. He barely did it. That was really
Here we go.
impressive.
We got Wotan and Fez cranking out that nice T2 economy. You can see on this side, Walker is doing that too. Fortunately, I think for the left side here, Boogie wasn't their big economy haver. He didn't have it all. This Conqueror, you can see, is just crazy tough, taking multiple shells, not even a scratch on it.
Yeah, Conquerors are kind of king of the sea, at least until battleships come out. You know, as with most things in Escalation, once you get to T2, it's usually kind of game over for T1 a lot of the time. So the Conqueror will absolutely scare off these forces.
That's just one Conqueror versus what? That was like 4 Enforcers. Still, I mean, Rules definitely got what he needed out of that, taking Boogie out.
Absolutely. Yeah, he got the commander. Barely. He barely got it, but that was very impressive. So.
Maverick's got his T2 factory up and running right here. You can see the commanders have all moved forward at this point. Torpedo bombers coming in. These are T2. See how, again, he's just microing him to just drop as many torps as possible. But that Lancet, I don't think it's gonna... He's not gonna be able to go too much further with it. He's got enough anti-air around him. That takes it down. He retreats. There's a lot of metal left in the water right here. You know, 150 for each of those ships.
Definitely.
This guy right here, it's 400 metal right there. Definitely worth picking up.
Then there's a huge battle brewing in the bottom as well.
We got some Manticores and Reapers by Fez, and big old Bulldogs by Wotan, and some Panthers and Stumpies coming in from Maverick. Just kind of pushing. There's a Gat gun defense in the middle for the left side team. See how they're doing as far as actually claiming the economy. Slowly but surely. Now most of their build power is actually concentrated down here. These Gats just shredding, sending tons of lasers out, but Wotan's tank army should be able to bring that thing down. He is successful in doing that right there, and it looks like Daihat's trying to bring up another. And no, at that point he's going to retreat. He's got Dominators up. I like Dominators, but you got to have a pack of them. A single Dominator is going to get absolutely shredded by anything that can run it down.
Yeah, Wotan with a lot of Bulldogs here, quite a few, and with this many Bulldogs, I don't know that the Western team has enough to stop him at the moment. Of course, Ivanka with her commander moving in here. Oh, and cloaked.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna try and take out this army here. Now you got to remember there is the cooldown on the D gun.
That's true. I mean, this many Bulldogs can kill a commander in seconds.
Definitely at risk.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Brown's commander is
half health. And it looks like from one PL clan member to another, it's going to be awfully close here. So the commander's been driven out. He cloaks, turns around. Not before the factory goes down. These are nice and bunched up there. A clean D gun can basically wipe out the army. There he goes, and down they go. He only gets 3, but that is enough.
Be enough.
He's trying to nano block, but with solars, that's not good enough.
Oh, he's so low.
Down in the red.
Oh my god.
And
is Ivanka gonna get out?
And he's repairing the comm. It is cloaked. It looks like he gets away with it just barely.
Oh my god, these Bulldogs are fishing.
Yeah, he's just... The cans are in, and it looks like they're gonna come down. And yeah, it's got to be Daihat. He's complaining. He says noobs go double C and lose. So Pulsar says I told him not to go C. But it doesn't look like it's over yet at this point. These fighters aren't These fighters are basically just gonna tickle the Bulldogs. They don't do much damage.
I mean, going double C may actually be what saved them, right? Because after what was it, Blue was taken out.
Yeah, it's Frank. I mean, not Frank. There's Boogeyman.
Yes, after he was taken out, Pink was still in the water, so he was allowed. So he was able to. You know, they still have control of the sea on the left side, and if they had lost control of the water, this game would probably already be over.
Yeah,
so.
if he was able to run all the way up.
Yeah.
So at this point, I mean, Maverick doesn't. What's he up to? Because that's the thing is really, Boogeyman was Maverick's guy. So is he actually able? Yeah, here you go. He's working on his economy. Fez sitting at 75. Daihat sitting around 70. Walker though is at 100, and that's where 100 to Wotan's 85. So now that's going to probably keep going up because they're taking over Boogeyman's territory. And here we go. We got the naval firepower that's actually going to be quite helpful.
Yeah.
But Fez has got the armor cruise down. Here we go. Now there's a decent group of these dominators. That's actually going to come back.
Are you talking about the Manticore?
Well, he says
you're talking about on the left side.
Oh, yeah, he actually has enough to have them be useful. Whereas before,
Dominators, you definitely need more than one. But yeah, once you get them into a big group, it's pretty scary. They can put out a massive amount of damage at a pretty huge range as well. So,
I like the idea of the Manticore just kind of being this fast missile guy, but they do seem underwhelming to me. Like with how much metal this is versus how much metal that is, I would think he'd be able to push in. Wotan's advance being stymied, but here we go. Maverick bringing up his artillery units to put the hurt on the Conqueror.
A lot of Lugers, and that Conqueror is slowly losing health. Which Conquerors do have a lot, but I think also bringing a Triton, or no, not an agreement, I guess.
Yeah, he's bringing a Triton that'll probably, I don't know how fast we'll waste. Here we go, the second Conqueror's coming in now. So at this point, they need Frank back on the sea, doing more than just building up his economy. Although it looks like he's cranking out air, so it's very good for the right side. Try and keep track of what they're all up to here. You can see Fez doing a really good job.
It's hard to watch everything.
Fez doing a good job replacing, Wotan doing a great job replacing his economy.
Right.
Rules definitely slow on this side. So this is where some teamwork comes into play. Because you can see he doesn't have T2 on the land, other than now he's getting a T2 con up. But there's really nothing stopping Wotan or Fez from giving him a T2 con and saying, hey, go to town, replace your mohos. And that's just something that we'd always do in the OTA team games. It's like, oh, you're T2, hey, can I get con real quick? I'm going to avoid having to pay the factory price of getting something down. So you can see here, Pulsar, again, because he was so heavy C, he's really, his T2 economy, he's got these two guys right here, but he doesn't have much else. And he is working on the C, but it looks like Frank's actually going to be ahead of him. 79. So, 79.
Yeah, so you're talking about the...
T2 there.
At the bottom left, you're talking about the income.
Yeah, see where I'm...
Yes. So,
there we go.
Yeah, that's actually also true in Escalation. Perhaps you could say even more true in Escalation, that especially once a player gets T3, the whole team kind of asks for T3 cons, right? Because T3 can give you such a massive advantage in terms of you can build those mantle extractors, or you can build the antimatter reactors. There's a lot of technology that becomes available to you. So that is pretty common.
Cranked up the speed here to get to help move things along. So here we go. We've got the Conquerors unable to hit the Lugers that are shelling them. So here's where some indirect fire is a little bit better. The ship's about half health at this point. Does he have any additional ones coming in? He's got this carrier Colossus, I believe. Do they have missiles on them?
The Colossus?
Yeah.
No, I think they're pretty much just.
They have anti-nuke. I think that's
they
what
have
that
anti-air.
is in the front. Yeah.
I think they might have anti-air, but that might be it. But they do have an anti-nuke, and I think it's more for air support. Pink does have some torpedo bombers floating around up there, or flying around.
Ivanka Trump says we can outbuild him. See, he's hit the toaster.
But yeah, the Western team is kind of fortifying their base here at the bottom.
There we go. We can see Walker's capitalized on the metal extractors in the middle, so they've got probably just one of these metal spots. So you can see he's building anti-air. Radar.
It's still pretty even. Yeah, it's still pretty close. I mean, do you think one team is more ahead than another?
Right, definitely. It looks like they're on the offensive. But if they can fortify, like you can see, there's two of these super long-range toasters. You see they fire the triple shots, do lots of damage for over extended range. Fez, I don't know why he's pulling his Manticores back when they actually looks like there's a decent attack coming in right here. Goliaths, some anti-air support, Bulldogs.
Yeah, it does look like
they got sumos up though. So sumos are kind of like a T2.5, really long range, high damage, obviously, and really tanky. Obviously, they don't move very fast, but they're going to be just fine for defensive action.
Yeah, the Eastern team looking for an angle of attack here. It does look like they want to try to go below those toasters.
Yeah, you see, just these handful of raiders are able to push back the artillery push. And Daihat brings in his con to repair that thing. I was almost dead. Nope, and the con goes down. There's a push right here too.
Yeah, this toaster very low.
He's got a con on it, repairing it. It looks like he's going to make it. And that artillery barrage just unsuccessful in breaking out.
It was so close to dying too. It was one hit. Like if that toaster died, that would have been pretty big.
There we go. You can see Fez's attack. Wotan took the lead. Now Fez is following up. He's bringing in his Manticores and his Goliaths. I don't know if this is going to be enough to actually break through with these sumos here. You can see how tough the sumos are. He's got 5 of them now.
Yeah, these sumos are kind of like a brick wall. They are good at stopping aggression.
There's the right guy on top of it. You can see Fez taking out that Geo. You can see the explosion of it actually did some damage to all the units around him. Basically, it looks like all he's going to be able to get out of that is mechs and a Geo. And, I'm just not confident that's worth it, especially considering all this wreckage. I mean, there's, 500 here, 500 here, 200 for each of the Manticores. That's just a ton of metal, and then more than enough sumos, essentially, at this point. He didn't even kill any of the sumos. T3 coming up from Walker. Wotan's,
like I was saying,
Wotan's complaining, I can't even take out one Annihilator. Fez says needy. See, though, they did secure this territory right down here. Fez building a neutralizer. I believe that is a tactical warhead, and he's going to be able to use that to just shoot missiles into this. But Daihat does have his anti-missile up and running. Plus, there's also anti-missiles right here. Navy's coming in, trying to shell. Again, these are direct fire, though, so they might be hitting the bumps on the ground. Bulwarks are doing a number on them, though, taking them down.
As we were talking about, the aircraft carriers do get anti-nuke, and that will also work against tactical missiles. So that anti-nuke capability might actually come in useful this game. We'll have to see.
Fez says make pens. So those are penetrators. Wotan bringing in a shooter. Yep. So he's got his K-Bot. He's also going T3. Fez going T3. But it looks like the winner of the T3 race is Walker, who's got his up and running.
Yeah, he is on T3 core K-Bot, so there's some pretty nasty stuff that you can get with that technology.
So this is the downside here. T1 Max is still here, and Frank just now getting his. He's been awfully silent in this, other than he's actually doing a really good job of securing the middle, and he's building a neutralizer here for some missile warfare. Still trying to take down this toaster. Too many cons on it. Lots of artillery and missiles hitting it directly. Might finally go down. There it goes. All right. Scouts coming in by Fez. He wants to see what everybody's up to. He's going to catch. Yeah, he already sees the T3 right here. He sees that it is dark. Advanced metal storage up. Lots of energy right here. This is vulnerable. Ivanka Trump saying, I need help because there is lots of stuff. Lots of artillery. It's actually going to drag him out of here.
Yeah, there's Merles, you've got Lugers. It's a pretty impressive attack here, but he's just on that stationary defense line.
Punisher goes down, but that Doomsday machine is still up.
Yeah, it's Doomsday machines are pretty hard to kill, and especially if you have cons repairing it in the background.
Fez says they have T3. It looks like he's got a solution for that. He's plotting right here.
Yeah, definitely he's building up some kind of massive bomber raid. We will have to see, but tactical...
Frank's economy, 145 from him. He is actually boosted ahead of everybody.
Yeah, I think that was a tactical missile.
That was a tactical missile fired. Sorry, I missed that. He was firing it in self-defense, trying to protect himself from the incoming hordes.
Coming through with that bombing run now.
Might not be enough bombers to get himself through here.
I don't think he's going to get much done. Most of those do die, so pretty disappointing.
Yeah,
I have to say.
that's where off-screen, baby. Unfortunately, there is no off-screening in Escalation, because then you just fly off and just tag that. Frank said, Wotan's saying, I've got to go. This is going to go 4 hours. They're just turtling. Wotan says he's going to give all. That's actually kind of disappointing, because he's actually doing quite a bit of work. It looks like he's planning on sharing his units. Depends who he shares to. I think, Fez would probably be able to manage it the best. He's got his T3 up and running. You can see right there, Ivanka Trump marking it. T2 bombers, that's the way to go. That's what Fez needed. Takes out those two Annihilator cannons, so in comes the Navy.
Yeah, nice bombing run there.
Mm-hmm.
Very well done.
Pulsar. He's playing the support role, and he's doing a pretty good job of it at this point.
And yeah, those bombers continuing to...
But he doesn't use it to take out the T3. One of the Conquerors sinks 1,200 metal lying on the floor there, but the remaining get through. They have broken the defense of Walker.
Yeah.
Walker says, "Give me T3 con, please." Here we go. Here we got the con sharing. Tactical missile right there. And it looks like Pulsar has taken this section, but Frank has taken this side right here. So, kind of an interesting division of the map right here. A little bulge right there.
Frank has like a million submarines that are moving up into the north. And
this is going to be very tragic for. Very tragic for Rules. Put all of his time in building a sweet economy, but again, not having the ability to back it up. Drops a lot of mohos. He does have some
underwater torpedoes defense, but
he does.
I don't know if it's enough.
Is he building? He's not. He's building Cyclones. Well, no, Cyclones. Those are the torpedo bombers. So hopefully that'll be enough to help him out. He's got his anti-sub guys right here, but he knows that's not enough. Here we go. Here comes the... That definitely hurt Frank's economy. Remember, he was upwards of 150 at one point, and now he is back down to 130. And so it looks like things are starting to go the side of the left side. They have managed to hold on. Wotan did give everything to Maverick, who is now accessing like mad.
Uh-oh. Wotan using his commander as a nuke, I think.
Cheeky. Very, very cheeky.
Yeah, cheeky play. I think he's going to do a last hurrah here. Take out as much as he can and leave the game. So,
there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Oh, Wotan gave to Fez. Well, he gave, looks like, part to Walker and part to Fez. As you can see, the T3 that he built now belongs to Fez, who's putting out some Cerberus Mark II. Walker says that hurt, might need help. He doesn't have very many units. Unfortunately, there's really not much for the right team to follow up with. Mantle extractors going up here, so you can see Fez's economy is about to explode. Ivanka Trump is also going to be working on his... Daihat's going to be working on his T3 Nexus.
Here in the middle of Millennium, shelling the shore there.
Oh,
so
yeah,
our Pink is now on pretty impressive tech. And that's going to make things really hard for the Eastern team in the battlefield.
This is, I think he needed these earlier. Those Conquerors were doing okay, but not as much.
Yeah.
Maverick pushing through with a nice raid. If he can bag a little more than just, well, looks like he might get nothing out of this. He didn't even stop to get the max. Gets the T3 cons, that's certainly worthwhile. There you go.
Yeah, those aren't cheap.
And takes a max too. Not a bad little raid. They have an avenue through at this point with faster units. Archer's probably not going to have enough to take out that Lamprey. Well, this is like an advanced depth charge boat. More subs being built up, T1 subs. That is a lot of shelling coming there. So we're down to 3-on-3 now because Wotan had to go.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. I really would have liked to see Wotan stay a little longer, but sometimes real life does get in the way.
Yep.
And yeah, these Millennium continuing to put out this devastating damage.
Taking hits from the shore, though.
Yeah.
Little by little getting worked down, and he doesn't seem to have brought anything up to repair it. Pulsar building more stuff. Looks like this missile launcher survives. Cerberus is not marking up. Also a Behemoth, that's a T3 tank coming from Fez's T3 right there. Working on these fusions on the side. Big old T3 fusion. Says watch the nuke may hit T3. Boom! And it does. He says oof, but that's a tough factory right there. So that tactical nuke isn't enough. Well, that was fired from right here. You can see that being hidden right under the trees. Very
nice
clever.
hiding spot there.
Good hiding spot. You can't let your battleships have the tanks get right next to it. These are going to sink that carrier too, and they're going to lose their anti-missile in the middle. Oh,
yeah, definitely. You don't want to let T3 get on top of your battleships. It's not a good plan.
They've got some guns up here, though. Fez kind of taking over. Here we go. He's firing a missile of his own. I don't know if that's going to make it. And it sure does. Wipes out that attacking force right there. Nice use of the missile by Fez. Move the speed up a little bit more here. T3 tanks rolling down here. You can see they're actually shredding on their way they go. See how tough they are, too.
Yeah, the Behemoth is basically just a super Goliath. It's just like a Goliath with a lot more health and it doesn't work out.
Now, the Doomsday Machine, they have enough power to actually stop these things.
Yeah, I think so.
So you can see right as they get in range of the DDMs, that's when the units go in to actually create some space.
Yeah, very close, and those Behemoths certainly are quite powerful, but there's a lot of defense here. Just walls of Sumos.
I like where Fez is positioned these right here. You can see he's got them shooting over this hill. But I think he's still getting hit by one of the DDMs. Yep, he's got to back up a bit more. Or get behind that hill. He's going to drop a Cerberus. There it goes. In the hill. That one's really weak. It's got to get fixed. Nope, too late. Got picked off. It's a nice, cool pile of 2,000 metal sitting there. Here we go. Here we have a cute little attack. What are these right here?
The Defilers.
Defilers. Kind of sneaking in, but I don't think they're going to get anywhere. I actually have no idea what those do.
I think it's a new unit in the 9.9 series. Mm-hmm. And it's like a crawling it's not really a bomb, right? Because it doesn't explode.
I see what it was doing. It's like doing the pulse kind of attack.
Yeah. So it like sends out a radiation wave. And everything in the AoE just gets its health drained over time.
Man, those tactical nukes are great defense.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how I guess you have to send a mobile anti-nuke up there if you want to actually protect your armies, because that's what both sides are essentially using to create a stalemate in the middle. So
I didn't actually know that these Defilers could attack water, but it seems like
they're amphibious, and you can see how it zapped those missile towers right there. Frank being kind of creative with it. I want to see his classic bombing runs. So he hasn't built any bombers though. T3C though, so he's working on an ultra construction ship. That's terrible. And Frank says, "I've got to help wife for 10 minutes. Play on, but AFK."
Yeah,
That's
that's
just
pretty bad.
a big letdown of your team right there.
Yeah, for sure. And a ton of action going on.
That's one.
Actually,
I do got to comment on like that's one thing with these 4v4 big games.
yeah.
You know, they aren't the most. Frank's totally AFK. He's got this giant force that's attacking him. Oh yeah, guys, play on. He's got a. There you go. Finally, these things are. Well, you know, the guys don't take him super seriously, so it can be easy to get really frustrated if you're like, guys, I just want to win. But yeah, you can't just. I'd say that's a bit much. You're like, hey, you know, I'm gonna AFK for 10 minutes when I'm the one who's got, you know, a massive economy. You know, it's essentially 200. What is it? Plus 150 metal a game. Fez sitting around 400 though. Walker on about 400 himself. So those two are pretty even. Maverick, I'm not exactly sure what his economy's at right here. So here we go. We got the these are Taloses. These are kind of like the Cerberus equivalent. Takes out that tactical nuke. Fez's frontline missile warfare is down.
Yeah, and Pink obviously moving forward here as well, but more tactical nukes coming down, and Red has a lot of behemoths. That's kind of a scary number, and as you can see now, I don't know if you noticed, but the behemoths now have 3 guns on them.
So the upgrade center is complete.
Yes. I don't know exactly where it is, but he must have it.
There you go. You can hear this thing right here. This is a Nova. It's a nice T3 extra long-range boy. Shell in the middle here.
I've said in previous casts that I'm not a huge fan of the Novas. I think they're kind of underpowered, especially compared to the core Arbitrator. But maybe this game will change my mind. We'll have to see if the Novas do anything. Keep an eye on that.
So you see constant scouts coming out from Walker. Saying Fez is lagging, I'm not really seeing it. So Pulsar's just griping that his ships are getting sunk, and perhaps he needs to put them somewhere not in range of enemy artillery. There you go. So we got the Juggernaut. These are the long range guys for core. See, there you go, firing their shots.
Yeah, Juggernauts are pretty scary, as I've said in previous casts. They're kind of like, they're slow like sumos, but once they get in range, they're absolutely devastating. And
I'm not impressed.
Yeah, the Millennium taking some shots, I think, from the Nova, maybe?
Yeah, I'm not impressed with the damage it's putting out. It did take out these, the missile launchers, so that's no longer a threat.
I think the idea behind the Nova is that it's supposed to be like a walking Bertha.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna give you, it's gonna do some damage. It's gonna give you some suppression. So I don't think it's a bad choice.
But
there you go.
yeah, I haven't really seen them. I mean, you need a lot of them to really be useful. We'll see this game. I guess we'll see how useful it is.
I think maybe he's back. He says, I don't even know what you're killing me with. It's so laggy. Yeah, no, he's killing you with a Nova. Pulsar, he's not lagging. Here we go, Cerberus versus Behemoths. Down at the bottom here. Oh, sorry, Talos. And you can also see he's got these mammoth laser tanks. These things are pretty tough. Here's a Cerberus, Talos, Juggernaut. All this stuff is pretty expensive. 11,000 metal for one of these guys. 8,500 for one of the mammoths. Juggernaut's still just taking all those shots.
Yeah, the Juggernaut is it's unbelievably hard to kill. Like I said, they are pretty slow, but once they get in range, they have both these massive AoE cannons, and their head also has a purple laser, so they're pretty good against everything, to be honest, except air.
Oh, the Juggernauts have a blue laser?
Yeah, on their head.
Yeah, those are kind of all-purpose there.
They just do everything. It's impressive.
Millennium doing some shelling from Pulsar. How's it doing? No kills. Not a good boy at this point. And he's just griping. He thinks Fez is lagging and exploding his units, but it's just a Nova, you know, just sitting here, walking around, 58 kills. That's 58 kills of lag, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, these Novas are doing pretty good, I guess, of hitting the stuff on this island. But, I'm just not sure it was that important anyway.
It was definitely a nice tactical position for that noob.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm still trying to determine if he's back. He hasn't said anything, but he's building like he's building like he's back, unless he queued up a ton of stuff. Again, he's just not attacking them. Here we go. Yeah, I think he's back. He's got his flagships in there. It's kind of like Fez is just doing all the work. And once Dyad really is coming back into play, then there you go. These Novas are in position. 3 Novas shelling. Yeah, I kind of like the play there, without any Berthos, buzzsaws, or anything like that to defend. This isn't like an anti-nuke situation too. You're just putting some pressure on. I like that sound effect too. Walker says get shields. Protect from the incoming artillery.
There's a demolisher on the field as well. If you look a little bit to the east, green has it.
There we go. Yep. So that's
that's basically like an upgraded penetrator.
There we go. Yep. Super long range.
So it's kind of like a super long range penetrator. G3.
So stop this red creeper lag. Oh yeah, I see what's going on right here. Now that is lagging. These creepers are just appearing, and then now stuff's just busy shooting at stuff that won't die. Okay. All right. This time you're justified.
But yeah, the East team doing a pretty scary push through here. A lot of mammoths. We've got this demolisher, and in the background, of course, Novas.
Demolisher, they do need to peg these TDMs, because that's actually what's going on the whole.
And at the bottom, a Condor as well. A little to the left there. And that, I don't know. I don't know why he's bringing that in. I don't even know if it has any weapons.
Is that radar?
Might have a radar.
So T3 air, and it looks like he's working on a T4 giant T4 factory. He's got shields up to protect from the artillery. So Walker's sitting on a big fat economy, but it looks like Fez is ahead of him. Says, okay, I do the same lag cheat, Peeper. It's just the game, guys.
Yeah, you can tell these guys are getting really kind of butthurt. At this point, there's a lot of rage, a lot of salt happening, but that's part of the fun, I guess.
He says, because Fez, yeah. Like, I mean, these guys are dying on my screen, and,
But yeah, there at the bottom, the mammoths are still continuing to,
They're saying Fez, stop scouting us. No, he's got to keep scouting. That's part of the game.
And there is a hedgehog in the middle, but it's like moving into its death. I don't know why.
Herzog is. There we go. We got a Krogoth.
Okay, yeah, Krogoth. That's pretty big. That should be much stronger than anything on the battlefield at this moment.
See all those lasers pounding into it, and barely tickling the Krogoth that was walking in.
Yeah.
Big old gun shooting.
Now the Demolisher is a good counter to the Krogoth, but if the Krogoth gets in range of that, it'll shred the Demolisher in seconds. So Green really needs to be careful.
You're getting like a staticky buzz in the audio. I don't know if it's me or you.
Oh, you keep getting like static.
There we go. Krogoth on top of the Demolisher quickly takes it out. Krogoth down to half health. If these Novas can take it down.
Yeah, those Novas really need to retreat because if that Krogoth gets in range, it'll kill those Novas almost instantly.
There we go. But these Annihilators will take care of things. And there you go, another salvo from the Annihilators. Explosion and 14,000 worth of metal lying on the ground right there. Alrighty. Sorry about that noise. I'm not sure. I don't think that's an in-game noise.
Yeah, I was hearing it too. I'm not sure what's causing it. I do apologize.
Lots of these mechanics. These are like T3 T3 guys, but they only build like T1 and 2 stuff. I think T1, and they build really, really, really fast.
The combat
Mantle extractor, and it looks like the T4 experimental unit in Foundry is up and running underneath that shield right there. You can see he's also got his upgrade facility. Lots of fusions, shields ringing on and off. It says, what is this weird T10 sound? Okay, so they can hear it too. It's something that's in the game.
Okay, so it is in the game, it's not us. Okay.
Yeah, there it is. He just moved WTF with that sound.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
Frank is
at
in
the bottom
with this.
left, you see the bottom left, they're building a pipe.
Yep, you got it on the way.
Done.
Frank is definitely back, and they definitely need him because if he's not putting pressure on culture in the middle here, interesting. So yeah, these guys are coming in and getting repaired on the flying aircraft carrier.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. It's a very intense game, but
There you go.
I don't know what.
I hope this is critical mass of long-range guys over here.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, with this many Novas, I mean, you should just be able to win. I mean, or push through any defense. But I'm just not convinced that
Arbitrator and mobile missile boy.
Yeah, it does look like it misses its target.
Yeah, but. Demolisher from Walker. Yeah, you know, I kind of want to see more out of Walker here. Is he... Or, sorry, Maverick, that's what it is. There he goes. Okay, so he's working on Empyreans, basically. These are big.
Yeah, so some Rapiers coming in here. And, you know, the left team doesn't have much air defense there. Of course, they probably have some in the back, but...
It looks like they've got a little in the back here. You can see everyone's got their economy just really rip-roaring.
But, I mean, those Novas continue to push in, and there's a lot of them. There's like at least 8.
The thing is, does he have anti... He doesn't have the anti-nuke.
What is an insurgent? You see these little insurgents? I don't even know what that is.
I do not know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's anti-missile or something. No, it's got something to it. Yeah, see, it looks kind of like a scarab. I don't know. We'll have to probably post in the description then. We're such terrible casters, are we? Here we go. Here's the Novas doing work.
The Novas are finally in range of the base defense.
It looks like Dihad's feeling the pressure. And he's working on that Titan. I don't know if
It's done.
Oh, yep, there it is. T4. So we have one fatty boy Titan.
Yeah.
And Dihad is complaining. Is this going to be enough to stop this?
I don't think so. Those Titans have an unbelievable amount of.
Yeah, I can't even see the health here. There you go.
Yeah. Those Titans are game enders. Like they're just designed to. I mean, they're not unkillable, but they basically are unless you have the right combination.
Fez says, I hate these maps. Pork and Wind. He sees this guy coming in.
Yeah.
Fez
needs to move his Novas back because that Titan can kill him almost.
I don't know if it was fast enough. But yeah, it looks like one T4 unit is going to end this fight.
Well, the Empyrean is... Oh, no, I think the Empyrean's actually...
Empyrean's too close.
Yeah. And this Titan's going to take out that Empyrean in just seconds.
You can see a T3 ship from Frank there. Also,
But, yeah, in the end, those Novas, I think, can get taken out.
We've got some bombers. Let's see Stratus, this is that super bomber. Fez dropping tons of bombs on this guy. It's only down to half health.
Yeah. boss for sure.
You see, it's just using its super laser there to shoot the bombers down out of the sky. That's what this looks like at normal speed. Fez does not have anything else back here. In come the rapiers.
Yeah, but I don't even think the rapiers are going to be enough.
Yeah, it's not even half health yet. At this point, the right side's entire force has been completely smushed by the raid boss, but it looks like he is pulling it back at this point.
Yeah, how much health does it
and
have?
Boog's battleship, sorry, not Boog's, Frank's battleship is down. Yeah, they're still shooting at scouts. That's what's going on right there. That is annoying. I get why they're annoyed with it, but you know, in these big games, this is one of those things that happens, like people going AFK for 10 minutes.
But yeah, I mean, now that the West team is on T4, you know, you have to think they're going to build another Titan, and then I'm kind of afraid that with the second Titan, that's just going to be it for the Eastern team. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
what can they do?
Short of actually putting some pressure on the economy, because that's the thing, is these things suck resources to build.
Oh yeah.
Now it looks like I don't see him assisting it, so I'm actually surprised. Do these factories just build that fast? I mean, I imagine it's not going super fast. He might just be not assisting it to. But here we go. Fez bringing in this attack. And the flag just evaporating.
Yeah.
The attack. He gets absolutely nothing for it. He's trying to find a soft spot in the air defense.
There's just so much air defense.
The shield's coming into
It
play
doesn't
here.
seem like it's gonna work.
You know, if he didn't have that shield, there, then that might have gotten through, and that would have been pretty devastating. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, Fezabi, maybe. There we go. Now they're shooting missiles using the arbitrator right there.
Yeah, arbitrators are pretty powerful in the late game, especially for breaking these stalemates. They will. Every missile is kind of like a little mini nuke.
Titan's almost full health again. He's got plenty of anti-air to go with it into the attack. You know, I do think he probably could just push that Titan in, wipe him out. See, here's his thing. You can see he's got these guys. I believe they can assist. Maverick says he's send more. Oh no, Maverick disconnected. And that basically ends it right there. I do think that left side was probably going to win. Looks like Maverick disconnected. Taking out the anti-air. That's how when I use Rapiers, that's typically how I go. You try and take out the anti-air first.
Yeah.
Because then he's taking out anti-nuke. Trying to take out the shield so we can take out these fusion. And it just gets evaporated. Oh, Frank says, okay, there we go. So it looks like Rules was able to get the end. Here we go, we got this nice Tyrant battleship trying to shoot down and take out this Titan as it marches in. But that's just, it's just ends the game.
No, you're right. The Titan just seems so powerful, and it doesn't seem like they have enough defense in the world. And
Fez,
there's a second one.
Fez is
There's
eliminated.
a second one too.
There's a second one marching in. Yeah, there's two. Yep, that is the game right there. You know, I'm a little disappointed that the C from Frank didn't do all that much. This is an Eclipse. This is like a T4C unit. Is that what that is?
So
I mean, if he gets that done, maybe it can actually shoot on the stuff on land. But you can see this T3 battleship versus the T4 super monster. Oops. No, come back. We want to watch it yank. There we go. They're both heavy-duty units. The Tyrant quickly goes down. And it looks like the Titan can actually walk in this deep water like it's a puddle.
Yeah. Its head, it's so big that its head will poke through the water.
Oh, that's not even... That's Daihat's. Yeah, you see it barely did any damage to it. Says rules is the same thing. Well, then maybe it's you.
At this point, they have 3 Titans.
Yeah.
I just think that's probably that's enough.
Oh, that's definitely it. So much so that we'll just go ahead and accelerate this. If you can see it just walk through the water like it was a puddle. Shields go down.
That's pretty much
This Condor might not make it. 3 nukes right there, but Frank goes ahead and bows out at that point. And Daihat says easy after complaining the whole game and thinking he's going to lose. So, there you go. So here we have a wacky and wild game on Deadly T on Total Annihilation Escalation. Make sure that if you have not picked up Escalation 991, to go ahead and do that and hop on Total Annihilation Forever and get a few games. Of course, if you want to run these people on their silly ad-infested server, you can go find them on Game Ranger and enjoy some of the same connection issues that you witnessed this game. So...
Wow, what a plug. You really convinced me. Downloading it right now.
Downloading Game Ranger, guys. Come on. You want the sound of those ads. Anyway, let's check. We can check out the resources right here. We can see Walker 92 basically hanging Daihat out to do the majority of the fighting against Fez, who was an absolute beast this game. Unfortunately, with the Wotan having to go, disconnections, and a little bit of the lag issues, it just didn't work out for Fez, who definitely gave it all. So, man of the match's got to be Fez. But Walker's Titan just waltzed right on in there and completely tore everything up, despite just that massive army of Novas that was just sitting there. So, anyway, anything you want to add, Wingflier?
No, yeah, let's... It was really fun casting with you, man. I really enjoy it. It's fun to get together, and let's just plug our channels. You are Postal at Total Annihilation Replays, right?
That is correct, and you are Wingflier, and you are at is it? I'm forgetting the new name. You'll have to forgive me.
Total Annihilation Cast.
And Total Annihilation Cast. So, and you've been busy. Yeah. You've got Escalation, and you also have some Total Annihilation derivatives. You got Balanced Annihilation, and I believe a sprinkling of Bar.
Yeah, and FAF. Yeah, I've got some FAF in here. So.
Yeah, some Forged Alliance Forever. So, anyway, thanks everybody for joining us. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll catch you around next time. Make sure, if you haven't already, to hit the like button, and also to make sure that you subscribe to both mine and Wingflier's channel. We would greatly appreciate it. And I will catch you all around next time. All right, everybody, take care. Bye-bye.